Hi everyone, this is Fabiola Giordani, CEO and founder of Happily Empowered Women, and welcome to the Empower One Woman Spotlight interview series. Tonight, we have the amazing ladies, Sashy and Kimberly, on with us, owners of Fitness Clothes Under 20. I love these ladies. I have a shirt that says it's my happy hour, but sorry, I don't go to the gym anymore. Slightly, sometimes. Anyways, the point is, they are fabulous, and I want to introduce you to them now. Hi, ladies.
Hi.
How are you?
Great. How are you doing?
Good. Doing fabulous. Now, if you guys didn't know, these ladies, they're selling fitness clothes under 20. Come on, let's be real here. When I go to Target, a pair of pants is like 40 bucks. Get out of here. Their clothes is awesome. So welcome to our mini show, our interview. So thank you for being here. So I know that you guys are very busy, so I want to get started on our list of questions here. All right. So let's start with the first one. Tell us more about your story and why you decided to start your business.
You go this. You want to go? Okay.
You go this one.
Well, we both do CrossFit, and we met in our CrossFit gym, and we decided that we were tired, just like you, of going, and they've got all these great shirts, and they have all these awesome sayings, but they're $25, $35, $45. You go to the gym, flipping tires, and you're doing pull-ups and push-ups, and this beautiful $45 shirt is now ruined.
Destroyed.
So if you're going to sweat in clothes, let's pay a little bit less for them. So that's where we came up with Fitness Clothes Under 20.
Awesome. And I want to know, because as you guys know, I like to dive deeper. Sorry. So tell me a little bit more about your, because I know that both of you guys are multi-passionate about a lot of things. Tell us a little bit more about how it started, besides, the fact that needing clothes under 20. What else did you guys decide to, I guess, brainstorm on before you started with the business?
I was playing around with like t-shirt design and creation before. I just had a couple ideas on my own, and then I realized that I wasn't as witty or creative as I wanted to be, and no one liked my sayings that I was like putting out there. So I, did the back end research of how to order t-shirts, how to start a t-shirt business, and then talked to Kim because she's witty and funny and clever and comes up with these awesome ideas. So I was like, you want to be my partner? And so basically that's kind of how we started. She really took the ball and ran with it with the creative stuff, and then I did a lot of the back end stuff, and now we both kind of share both roles.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and we both have been learning as we go. I feel like I'm getting funnier, I hope.
Absolutely. Very funny.
Just kidding. But and we both share the social media and the business side of it and all that good stuff. So it's been an awesome partnership from the beginning.
That's awesome.
We decided to start small, so we didn't come out the box with, let's have 50 different t-shirt designs and kind of have it be overwhelming. We started with headbands, and we started to get a fan base with our headbands and the funny sayings. People were like, oh, I've never seen Is Beer Paleo on a headband or a t-shirt before. So we've created a following, and it's worked out really well for us.
Yes.
That is awesome. And I love that you guys decided to combine your talents together to make something amazing. And I love all of your stuff, like for real. It's always cool to see you guys. And every t-shirt you guys have is always funny. So you guys better go check them out. Now, my next question is, why do you believe it is important for women to accept their inner power and create the life that they love?
For me personally, I can't speak to Kim on this, but for me personally, I think that, it's no longer a man's world, that women have taken the forefront and really stepped up where they needed to step up, and whether that be with starting their own business or just breaking through that glass ceiling at work, or even just breaking out of those social norms of, being a stay-at-home mom. You don't have to be a stay-at-home mom, or you can, but why not start your own blog or business? So, for women, I think especially it's really important to use that emotional strength that we have, that emotional intelligence that we have, and channel that energy into something more powerful and creative, and get what you're passionate about out there in any way, shape, or form, whether it's at work or starting your own business or even just starting a blog. It's so important to really channel that passion and that energy that us women have, that's so powerful into something even greater for me personally.
And I agree. You didn't speak for me, but you spoke to me with those words. And I feel like I'm the same way about that. If you find something that you're passionate about, why not follow it? It can be a hobby, or it can be a hobby that you maybe make some money off of and you turn into a business. But as long as you find some sort of happiness and stick to your true self, like you mentioned, a stay-at-home mother, that's awesome. You have your children at home and you're there to raise them. That's not an opportunity. I'm a working mother, and that's not an opportunity that I have to be at home with my children. But doing this and being creative, I think that's also showing that, I have a little girl, that you can do this. You can be the superwoman that, is supposed to be unattainable. You can do that. You can work, and you can have your passion, and you can still be at home with your kids. And you can do it all. You can do it all and still have fun.
And that is so true and for me, I think, if y'all didn't know, Kim is my Oprah, y'all, okay? She is my Oprah, so, sorry, Oprah. But anyway, they both are right, and then when you are passionate about something, it makes you feel alive, especially when you're in the state of creation, because we are born here to create. We are always creating. We're always in a state of creation, especially when people think, oh, I'm not creative. Creative is not being an artist or, someone who sings or dances. Really using what you have, your power, to do something that you're passionate about. And why not get paid for it? Like the lady said, it's awesome to get paid. Listen, money is not evil. I truly love this money.
It's not a bad thing.
It sure ain't. Thank you so much for answering that. Now, our next question is, what are some of the challenges that you've had to overcome throughout this journey of building a business? Because I know it's pretty young, but it's pretty awesome too. So share with us.
I would like to say, for me, it's fear. And I've never done anything like this before. I've never owned a business. I've never taken any ideas that I've had and put it into anything else. I used to want to be a fashion designer, but I was one of those people that I told myself that there's somebody out there that's better, and it's just not for me. I didn't even give myself a chance. So I took a chance, and it's working out great. It's a huge learning experience. I mean, if we did this interview back in October, it would just be kind of me sitting there and throw the question to Sashy. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't want to say the wrong thing. But it's a learning process, and it's, face your fear and just do it anyway and see what happens. And this was a situation that's, what's the worst that can happen in this? What's the best that could happen? How about looking at it that way? And so we went about it, and it's working out great.
Yeah, I completely agree. I think that's like the number one fear, and especially in women, I feel like is risk. There's a big risk, and there's always the what ifs, and there's always excuses that you can make. There's an endless universe of excuses that women especially can come up with, and we will come up with, so don't try us, like there is always an excuse, but
there's always something.
Yeah, it's important to put that fear of risk aside and just dive in, and rather, like Kim said, rather than saying like, what's the worst that can happen, what is the best that can happen.
Yeah, I love that. What is the best that can happen? Because it's time for us to stop looking at things so negatively. I was just watching The Cruise with my daughter, the mini version of it, I guess, and he was like, never be afraid to be fearful. And I was like, wait, why would they start a movie that way? That is just terrible. But it's the truth. The truth of the matter is, no matter what you do in life, there's always going to be risk, and why not do it while doing something you love? Mm-hmm. And I love that you guys are just being very open and honest that fear is what really holds a lot of us back. That's my challenge. It's everyone's challenge. It's like you're always afraid. Like I was telling you guys before we started, I always get butterflies before these interviews, even though I'm like excited about them. I'm ready to go. I'm just like, wait, what's going on? I'm so afraid. But yes, that is very true, and I really appreciate you guys being so honest with me.
Well, I didn't mean to talk over you. I'm still learning with this too. But with speaking to that, because we both competed with CrossFit competitions, and I talked to one of the big competitors that we know is Taylor Stallings, and I talked to her, and she gets nervous all the time. She's done powerlifting, and she's done this, and she's done that. Heck, I'm sure Oprah gets nervous, and once you lose those butterflies, and once you're not excited, it's excitement. Yeah. Anxiety and nerves is very close to excitement, and once you lose that, you're not excited about it anymore. So just, that's a good thing that you get butterflies. Stay excited about it. Because it's going to be different. Every interview is going to be different. So.
True.
Yes, it is. Every question is the same for this series, but every answer is always different. And I appreciate everyone just being honest with me, because that's what I want. I want every woman to know that we are all different and we are all going through different things, and we can do whatever we want to do. You don't have to start a business, but at least don't stay at a job that you completely hate. You don't have to, you know, be in a career that you hate, but you at least can start a business you love. Do something that makes you happy. It doesn't matter, but definitely, I like entrepreneurship, and I am so thankful that you guys are here sharing your story with us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So what is the best advice that you can give women about living out their dreams?
Oof. Dang, girl. You came with that's the Oprah question right there.
That's it.
Wow. Ask it again so that I could take a second to think about my answer, please.
No problem. What is the best advice that you can give women around the world, anyone, any woman in the world, about living out their dreams?
Try it. Just try it and see what happens.
Yeah. I think, too, for a lot of women, you know, they say, like, you know, easier said than done. I've got kids. I've got a house. I've got, you know, I got to put food on the table. So, you know, it's not me as a woman that doesn't want to live out my dreams. It's I'm putting my children first, or I'm putting my family first. And I really think, like, you know, for a woman, in order to really live out her dreams, if you are passionate about it and it's something that you know that it won't be work for you anymore. If you started doing that because you love it so much, when you do something you love, it's no longer work. You know, you'll start waking up with a smile, and that smile will translate to your children, and your children are going to start smiling because you're smiling, and, you know, your husband or your household will feel brighter because you're happier. So, you know, you really have to kind of outline the risks, like weigh the risks out with, you know, the pluses, and say, is this worth my happiness? Going to the same job every single day that I hate, coming home miserable. Yeah, there's food on the table. Yeah, my kids are fed and going to bed, and we have a roof over our head, but I'm not smiling. My kids know I'm not happy. They're not happy. So what's worth more? You know, going to that mundane job and putting those hours in all day and not making a dime, or putting all of that energy into something that you really love and making it work because you have to make it work. Mm-hmm. And if you don't make it work, then you got to figure out some other way to make it work, but at least you're happy doing it. And that's the most important part. You've really got to be happy doing what you're doing, because you only have one life to live. And if you waste it on a 40-hour work week, that's 40 hours of your life wasted. They're gone. You can't get those back. Mm-hmm. And like I said, it reflects on you and on your children and on your friends and your family. So my ultimate goal of success is put me first. Make me happy first. And if I'm happy with myself and I'm doing what I love to do, that's going to be radiating off of me, and other people it's contagious. Happiness is contagious any way you look at it.
Oh, so. Yeah, very much so.
That's what my ultimate
I agree with you. I think that success is not just money. Yeah, we do this and people pay for the product, but we didn't start it to make money. It sounds cliche. We're not in it for the money. We're in it because we get to be creative. Yeah. We get to see people wearing our stuff, and that is huge. More than swiping a credit card, walking away and seeing that person working out in our headband that we created, that we came up with, that we took the time to put in the little wristbands that we give out for free. It's so awesome to see that. It's awesome to see something coming in from a person that's not a friend or a colleague or a friend of a friend, somebody in a different state that ordered our headband. Like, how'd they find out about that? It's so cool, you know?
Yeah, it is cool.
And so that, I think that those little things make you a happier person. If you can find something small, you have no idea where that's going to go. This was something small that we came up with, and it's growing, and it's awesome, and it's great. If you love to write, then write. That doesn't take any time away from anybody. You set 15 minutes aside to write, and that little bit of 15 minutes in a year could turn into a book. You turn that book in, boom, you're published. You know, it can be, there's Etsy, and there's all these different places where you can be creative and just have something, this thought become a thing. You know how I am about thoughts becoming things, and it can just be done. You know, it can be out there and it makes you feel so much better. Just feel good is all I can say to people. It's not about money, and yes, you got to put food on the table and you got to provide, but do something for yourself.
It will come.
It'll get so much better. You'll be a happier person if you just do a little bit for yourself.
It's true. And if I can just add like one more thing to that it's kind of like my mantra that not only for women but for men too, and you know, for everybody, I always tell them most important thing to do is invest in yourself. And there's no reason why you should ever stop investing in yourself. You know, whether that's learning how to play an instrument, it's learning a new language, it's learning how to start a business, it's learning how to do a blog, it's learning how to, you know, get a new job or or get a promotion. Do whatever it takes to constantly invest in yourself, and success will come. It has to. Mm-hmm. You know, you're not knocking on doors just to be turned away. You know, you're knocking on doors to learn more and to get more opportunities. So really don't ever stop investing in yourself.
That answer was amazing. Oh my gosh, I was hallelujah over here. You guys are the best, okay? The best. Because I wrote some stuff down. If you guys don't know, I write down while I'm listening. So let's go over some points that I love so much. Okay, the truth of the matter is, yes, excuses does get in the way, and you are so right. It's not about putting food on the table. It's about, okay, fine, I'm working this job I truly hate. What can I do next? What can I involve myself in to make myself feel alive? Because I was there. I was that person being that zombie, I guess you can call it, the 9-to-5 zombie, just like, oh my God, I hate my life, and not finding something that I was really happy about to make me happy. So I love that you mentioned that, because a lot of us go through that every day. It's like, okay, I can't travel because I have kids. No, your kids are the main reason why you should travel. One, they're smaller now, and two, they want to see the world. You want to have your kids experience that kind of stuff so that they can say, you know, when I was younger, we traveled the world versus me sitting in front of the TV. And I love that you guys mentioned that. Two, passion is so key, and that's ambition. I hear a lot of, you know, thought leaders, not that I'm bringing them down, speak about ambition like it's evil, and it's not. And it's, if you're passionate about something, you're ambitious about it. It drives you every day. It wakes you up in the morning, and that's love. Really wakes us up. Love keeps us alive. If no one knew this, you are feeling some type of love every day that you wake up. There's a reason why you wake up out of that bed. So that, you know, that passion, it's all that. It's like a bouillon of soup of goodness, and I love it. Thank you guys. And the last and the last piece that I really want to talk about is the investing in yourself part. You know, like, I hear people, they're done with college and that's it, or they took a training program and that's it, and things don't come their way. As you said, you can knock on 100 doors today, but tomorrow your breakthrough will come, and it's important for you to keep investing in yourself, whether it's going to the library to get a book, because I hear a lot of people tell me, oh, I can't afford to buy a book. The library, boo-boo. I love the library. That's
I know, it's free.
Exactly. So there's so many opportunities for you to learn, and of course, success leaves clues, and if you really want it, the answer was phenomenal. Thank you, ladies. But seriously, if you want success, it's already been done, and that's very important. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Sorry.
Yeah.
I was all hyped with that answer. Y'all don't see me in the background going crazy. Now, my last and final question, because we want to know, where can we find you next? What are some of your upcoming projects that you want to share with us?
Ooh, do we get the goods?
Yeah. Well, event-wise, we have, we're going to be going to a couple of CrossFit fitness events. One is Battle of the Boxes in Tampa, June 14th, and then July 12th, I believe it is.
July 12th and 13th.
And 13th.
It's a 2-day competition. That'll be in Winter Haven.
At the Central Florida Games. We'll be there. We'll have a stand out there, and we're going to try to get out to some more events, not just CrossFit, but running and yoga and things, and, you know, show up to different gyms and just kind of have our table out there to get our name out there. That's event-wise. Idea-wise, to be continued.
Yeah, we can't give it out just yet, but we definitely want to branch out more. We have people, I mean, if you go to our Instagram or our Facebook page or Twitter, the pictures that we post, it's not just people working out. We say that our bands and our clothes are not just for the gym. We have people that, we're in Florida, so they garden. And we have people that work in construction, so they're outside and they wear it. I had a lady on a horse. Somebody was asking for FCUT for dogs. We've got some plans coming up. So we've got some things we definitely want to branch out and take the clothing little further down the body and see what things that we can get going. And but we want to have some new, fresh ideas for shirts and for headbands, and just keep that going.
Yeah, and I think one of the biggest things too that we're working on is really getting more of that community engagement. So rather than Kim and I just coming up with the funny stuff, or what we think is funny, rather than us like coming up with all of that stuff, actually like soliciting artists or soliciting people from the FCUT community to say, hey, what do you want on a shirt, or what are some of the funniest things that you'd like on a headband, or just any ideas and stuff, because we know we were there, we are there. There's always, every day we're like, man, I wish I had this, or it would be better if it was like this, and we want that feedback. So
we love the feedback, and we love hearing from fans. We love seeing people wearing the bands and taking pictures of it, and out and about working out or doing whatever they're doing. We just love that interaction. So we definitely want to work more in real life and social media, trying to branch out there and just get more people to learn about FCUT and what we're all about.
You guys are amazing, and I love their stuff. I'm going to, again, be honest. I haven't gone to the gym in a while, but I do rock my shirt when I go shopping. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm constantly wearing it.
Yeah.
Everywhere. Exactly. My life is a happy hour, honey. Yes.
I love that.
I love it. So thank you so much for joining us. I really appreciate it. I will be sharing their website links. They just came out with some new shirts. I mean, if you're not in the tribe already, you don't know. But they came out with some awesome shirts. I want you to check it out. And the information will be on Google Plus and on the events page. And, of course, this will be linked to happilympoweredwomen.com. Thank you so much, ladies, for joining us. I appreciate it.
This was awesome. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Have a good night.
You too. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.